Alright, this video is for fixing the bearings in a Microsoft D67 trackball, as well as some cleaning. This is one I've already taken apart. Over time, the ball bearings down inside that are mounted in, see here, and here, will flatten out with wear, and it's not easy to get them out and remove them and replace them. So this one I've already taken apart, and in this case I was able to just turn, after I took the bearings, I was able to just turn them sideways and use the other part of the bearing. Okay, so in order to take these apart, there's a couple rubber pads on the bottom. You can just take them off, or you can find where the screw holes are and cut a hole in there. So that's that one. Right, so this is the one I'm gonna fix. Okay, so I've already taken the pads off the bottom. It's like this. Probably have to super glue them back on. That's, and once you get 4 of the screws out, they're like this. They're all the same. These are all the same screws inside. So pry it apart. Inside there is one ribbon cable, which you can see. And the bottom half has the scroll wheel on it and all the buttons. Set that over there. Alright, so this is the top half, and when I took this one apart, I snapped off this standoff. As you can see, it's broken off. On the bottom, I believe, I also busted off this corner little clip that was holding this down, but it should go back together just fine. And also, looks like when I did, I split this standoff, so I'll have to glue all that back together. So in order to get this off, there's 2 screws. I already took that one out. That's the other one. And that just comes out. This can be taken apart more later to clean. Alright, so this one already has I've already taken this apart before, but this has got 2 screws on the top for the circuit card. All the same screws. Okay, this is, when you're looking at the inside, this can also get full of junk and might need to be cleaned as well. Alright, so this, let me grab. Alright, so when I took the other one apart, I could see that it wasn't easy to get at the bearings in here. So what I did is I took a drill, in this case a 1/16, probably should use a smaller one, but went to the back side of each one of these. In this case I went, let's see here, at an angle through here to try to just very slowly come in and just nudge the ball bearing enough for it to pop out. Same with right here. This one I came in the side over here, and there's no real direct access behind. And this one on this particular piece of plastic had already fallen out. On the other one, let's see, I probably came in from like the top edge or something. So a small drill bit, or maybe a pin, a hot pin or something, might be able to get at the back sides and knock them out. Okay, so that's the apart. Okay, so then these are 2mm ball bearings I purchased online. I think I did 10 of them because they were cheaper. There's a website, I'll add that. So let's see if I can get these out without dropping them all over the place. Oh, great. Okay. So, all right. Let's see. So, let's see if I can get it back in the one that it just fell out of before. All right, so I'm going to press that in there. All right, so that one seems to be in there. Not falling out. Okay, so the other thing is once these are in here and you put the trackball back in, it's really not going to come out. Okay, so where's the other one? That one. Yeah, that one seems to be in there. Okay, so this third one, I think I pretty much messed up and went through way too hard. See if this thing even sits in there, otherwise I might have to super glue it in. See if I can push it in. Looks to be that piece of, looks to be good. I busted off a piece of the surface that was holding it in, so I might have to add some super glue to that later on. So then let's grab the ball, and it sits in there. Let's see here. Oh, that's the position it sits in. So I have to polish it up, but it's sitting in there. It's not resting on this little plastic tab down here or against any of the other pieces of plastic that are protruding for some reason. I don't know why some of this is sticking out so far, but it is all in there. Actually, maybe this one might be down in there too far. It might be actually running against, might actually be running against this piece of plastic here instead of actually on the bearing. So I might have to pop that one back out, but I'll do that later. So as far as cleaning, like I said, this sensor usually, when you're using it, will get hair or dirt or even like fuzz or whatever inside of it, and you're having to blow that out. There might be junk inside here that you need to clean off. The trackball, or the scroll wheel, this has like little spokes on the wheel, and there's a sensor down in there that as you move it, it blocks the sensor, and that's how you can tell that it's scrolling. So this can get full of just dust or hair or whatever, and as you're moving it, it'll scroll, but then like a piece of hair will flick past it and scroll another amount. So this can just pop right off, clean out, pop back in, and snap back down. And then reassembly is the same as putting it, taking it apart. This obviously can come apart to clean out as well. Other than that, The other thing is, then we're going to move on to some other random things. As always, when I built a computer earlier this year, I was looking for a better trackball, or at least a replacement for this Microsoft one, and I really couldn't find anything. Every like Logitech one that was out there was a wireless one for some reason. They really didn't make a wired one, so I'd found this ELECOM. You can see the number on it. Used it for a while, but like all the reviews on Amazon said, it was small. It's smaller for your hand. It really doesn't fit. So that was the main problem, and that's why I really had to go back and fix the bearings on this. It's just too small for your hand, and then when you pop the ball out and put it back in, it doesn't track. You basically have to unplug it. And also, this is writing on instead of bearings, just little pieces of plastic, it looks like. So this is going to wear out a lot sooner. But it was an okay, for some smaller hand to be okay. It's got lots of buttons on it. And that is about it, I think.